What is up, you guys? How are you all doing out there? Ashley here with AHM Artistry, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking all about the brand new CoverGirl Exhibitionist Glitter Shadows. Can I just say before we start anything, hello Dupe Alert, hello Dupe Alert. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you all about these. I'm gonna be showing you some swatches because there are 8 different shades that they launched with, and they are so gorgeous. Hello. Everybody loves a little bit of glitter in their life. Am I right? Am I right? But today we are going to be doing this little first impressions eye look. It's kind of first impressions. It's kind of the second time that I ever use the glitter shadows, but honestly, I had intentions to do it like quite a handful of times so I could really form an opinion, but life happened and that didn't get to be the case. So instead I decided to do this really dramatic, full glitter, full force glitter, smoked out. It's kind of sultry, but vampy, but glittery type of eye look. And then we can really form an opinion and see. I do different layers, I do different colors, I do just different stuff. And you'll be able to see for yourself how everything's performing, how the blendability is, if it sticks on top of each other good, if it's just a mess, everything like that. And I have a couple shadow palettes that we are going to play with as well that just came out from CoverGirl too. So I'm going to be showing you guys all that, talking a little bit about specifications first, and then we're going to jump into the little eye tutorial kind of eye look, kind of testing it situation, whatever you want to call it. And quite frankly, if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you can just go ahead and sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching, baby. Keep on watching. So let's talk details really quickly before we jump into that eye tutorial. Now, I was set these in PR, so I don't have like the full specifications because it looks like these aren't technically launched yet. And I say technically for a reason. The info card that I got when I was sent these said that they are available for pre-order on Amazon, and they're supposed to be launching in July of 2019. But I went to CVS 3 times this week, don't ask me why, but one of my CVS's had 5 of these shades. Now, I don't know if they put out the stand before they were supposed to or literally what, I have no idea, but that is the case with that. So you may be able to find them on some store shelves if they were naughty and they put them out too early, or I don't know if they just happen to have them. I don't know. But, or else you can get them for pre-order on Amazon site. Now, price point wise is a little bit different too. So I don't know the exact price that these are going to be, but on Amazon's website, one of them $7.50, and then it goes up to like $11 and some change. So they will probably range somewhere in there. CVS had them at $13 and some change. So I don't know what's going on with the price point and everything. I'm going to say between $9 and $13 is about the price point on these. So still in the affordable range. It seems like you get a good amount of product. I mean, there's 0.13 fluid ounces, which is 4 mLs, and you might recognize a similarity with this packaging. It's not as bougie, but there is a high-end product out there that has a similar glass cylinder, a Stila Glitter Glow, and that is a Dupe Alert, baby. As long as it performs, am I right? It even has the same doe foot applicator on it, kind of like a little sponge tip applicator. We're not going to be using this today to apply the shadow. We're actually using a brush to apply the glitter shadow. But I have used the doe foot applicator when I did that one other look with it, and it did work really well. So you know that you can use either or. So let me go ahead and show you swatches really quickly of these because I know that's what you really want to see. Really, really, really pretty. Definitely not too chunky of a glitter. It's more fine, but not super fine either. It's kind of like an in-between size glitter, but you can see very pigmented too, and they just went on to these swatches. It's so pretty, so easily. It's just very, very fluid. Very nice consistency of these glitter shadows.
What's crazy, this black one is actually kind of swatching kind of blue, and I never noticed that until just now, and whoa. Kind of shifty, huh?
Go ahead and drop down in the comments below what your favorite shade is that you're seeing. Which one do you have your eye on, or have you already picked it up? What are your thoughts? Let's start the talk now, and that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump right into that little eye tutorial, shall we? Got you guys all zoomed in up close onto my eyeball so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to be starting off with priming my eyes, of course, and I'm going to be using the CoverGirl TruNaked Queenship Shadow Sticks. This one is in the shade 900, which is called PrimaDonna. I've used this a couple times now as an eye primer, and it actually worked pretty well. So it's just like a nice quick on-the-go primer. So I'm just going to be slathering all my eyelid space in that and blending out with the finger. Ooh, that cleans up under the brows quite well, actually. Oh, I like that. I reviewed these shadow sticks last week on my channel and did like a little tutorial and stuff, so if you want to check that out, I'll link in the description box that video too. Now before we get to the fun glitter action, I'm gonna do some like base shadows. So I had a couple requests to use some of the new CoverGirl palettes that I received, and I'm gonna go in first from Revolution, the Bare It All shade, just to set my brow bone, because the other one that I'm gonna be using doesn't have a brow bone shade, like a base shade. So I'm just gonna pop it right onto the brow bone, right underneath the brow, just to set that primer that we laid down. Now moving on to Overthrown. This is the one that I'm gonna use the majority of. This one, I'm gonna grab Fallen right here, which is like a nice transition nude shade, and a little bit of Taken on the outer corner of the eye. So let's go in with Fallen first. Get right on this fluffy brush. Oh, even though that's a super light shade, it still has some pigment in it. I definitely see it. Oh. Now I'm gonna go in with Taken, that gray shade, on my Sigma E25 brush, which is just a flat blending brush. Pop it into the outer corner of the crease. Now I'm going to be blending it into Fallen, the transition shade right here. So there's a nice blend. And go back in with that same fluffy brush that I was using, the Sigma E40. Tiny bit of the gray shade Taken, and then just get a nice little blend right there. Now I'm going to go in with Conviction, which is this like matte, I think it's matte black. Might have a little bit of satin to it. Let's find out. I'm gonna place it right onto the outer V. Oh, a little bit of pigment in that. I need to dust off that. Oh, close call on that one. Wow. All right. Okay, no, that's matte. Yeah, that is a matte black. It looks like it almost has a sheen in the packaging, but it's not. It's matte, matte, matte. I'm gonna connect it to the transition, and I'm gonna be blending that into the transition in a second. This gray and black in this palette is not really wanting to blend out nicely. A little bit patchy. So I'm not liking that very much. I'm gonna be very delicate to not like shook the product too much, but even still. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put a little more of that black right down here, because I lost some of it when I was blending. Okay, I think I'll have to be playing around with this palette a little more before I decide on it, but that is a little bit tricky. But there's so many shimmers and stuff in this palette that I think would do really well, but that black is just having a difficult time, so I don't know about that yet. I don't know. All right, so I think I fixed it a little bit. I went in with Wreckage, this purpley metallic shade, because it kind of blends out like a smoky, deep maroon black, and it kind of filled in the gaps from whatever was a little bit patchy over here. So I just kind of smudged it into the crease and blended it. And then just kind of going back in with my base shade, kind of back and forth until the blend is a little bit better. All right, that's good enough for now. Let's go in with the glitter now. So this is the number 8, which I believe is Moonlight. And I'm gonna take a little brush, and I have some on the back of my hand right here, and I'm going to put it over here. Just layer it up. Just really get a glittery, smoky, sultry look, hopefully. That is a really cool shade. That is neat. There's a lot of silver in there, but it's like a black base. That's really cool. Okay, I'm liking that so far. I'm sure you can use the sponge applicator in this too, but I want to get like really precise on this. That's why I'm going in with the brush. Let's take a little bit on my finger and pat it into that transition shade up there. I know those shadows are having a hard time, but that is not the case with these glitters. These glitters are just really wanting to stick and really cool so far. All right, now we're gonna go in with the purpley one at number 7. I believe it's called Mirage, and I'm just going to add a little bit on the edges right there next to the black, like a very deep purple. Oh, that's really pretty. Putting it up here and then just tapping it It's like a multi-reflectiveness to that one. I know this looks crazy, but we gotta trust the process, right? Let's not judge until we get to the end and then we can judge. I'm gonna go in with the silver one, number 3, all on the rest of my eyeball. These have a really good consistency, let me just tell you. Ooh! Wow, look at that. Look at that. Got a little bit of glitter fallout on that shade. I'm gonna take that same glitter shade on the brush and pop it into the inner corner. Bring it on down. I think on the bottom, let's do that purpley one. Why not? I'm already like a glitter factory on my eyes and I just want to test all these out, see how they go together. So let's try it. So I laid down the color and now I'm kind of like smudging it with that brush because there's a little bit of pigment in that shade. So it's working nice to like smudge. Drag it a little bit, kind of smudge it again so we get a little glittery, pigmenty blend. Okay, well this is a lot of glitter to test out. I'm gonna go do liner and lashes and we're gonna see how and if I pulled this whole look together. But right now, the glitter itself is awesome. I just don't particularly know about my look yet, so I'll be right back. All right, so here's the completed eye look all done up and just like I thought, a pair of liner and lashes brings everything all together. I was getting a little nervous there, but you know, this was kind of out of the box for me because I usually, when I do glitters, I do a cut, crease, define, but I really wanted to do this just like blown out, full of glitter, smoked out look, and it came together. I know this eye look isn't for everybody. It is a statement bold eye look, but I'm really liking how it came together now. I think it looks just really sultry and pretty, but like also girly and glittery at the same time. If you're wondering how like they feel on the eyelids, I don't feel them. They feel nice, they feel lightweight, they don't feel like chunky and thick. If you're not familiar with these liquid eyeshadow type of products, they just feel really nice and you don't really notice them. And I have slightly hooded eyelids and I don't notice it. So that's pretty good. In my book, like regular loose glitter, I would definitely feel, especially if I extended it past my crease. And these are very comfortable and lightweight. Guys, I am really enjoying the glitters. I have to say, the formula, if you're trying to think of like what the formula is the most similar to, it is the most similar to a mixture of the Stila Glitter and Glows and their Shimmer and Glows, because these glitters are more of a like fine glitter. They're not so chunky. I feel like the Stila glitters, most of them, the Glitter and Glows, have a thicker consistency to it, but it's not as like smooth and metallic only like the Shimmer and Glows. It's definitely a happy medium. They are really easy to stick on the lid. I didn't have any trouble with it like picking up and getting weird or anything like that. The only thing is you do need to work a little bit fast, because if you're working off the back of your hand, they do dry on your hand pretty fast, which is both good and bad, because it's good on your eye that it's not like smudging and getting all over the place, but it's tricky when you're working off your hand and you need to like, you know, hurry up and get everything to where it needs to go before it dries, just because of waste of product. But even if it dries, you can layer on top of it easily. I actually went back and added a little more purple on here after I did my lashes and liner and everything, and it went on top no problem. Yes, I got a little bit of fallout as I was applying it, but I'm not necessarily surprised, because even the Stila glitters do that to me. Any kind of glitters that I use, I'm gonna get a little bit of fallout. It just is what it is. I would recommend doing your eye look first and then going in with your foundation when working with glitters, but I just wanted to do it this way today, so there you go. Okay, hi, me from the future checking in here for a quick little wear test. It's been 8 hours and I wanted to check in and show you guys how all the glitter's looking. And by the way, this is what my glitter looked like after a nap, a little bit after filming. I was just exhausted and I just fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up an hour later and oh my goodness, the glitter still looked fantastic. Here we are after 8 hours and the silver still looks awesome, awesome sauce. The black did rub off a tiny itty bit like over on this side. I was cooking and like dealing with a lot of steam and stuff, so I don't know if that contributed, but silver's intact. The black is having a little bit of difficulty and it could be contributed to the eyeshadow underneath. I don't know, but here's what I wanted to show you guys. So I think for the price of these glitters, I mean, and the fact that they're so pigmented and have that perfect microfine glitter and it's super, super reflective, I think for the price, these are super, super awesome. I'm really excited to have them. I love them. Thank you so much to Covergirl for sending these to me because they are gonna be getting really good use from me. So far, so amazing. Oh, and they washed off on my hand, no problem. Like sometimes glitters like really stick, just a little soap and water and it just came right off. Actually, I did use one of the shades already and it washed off no problem at the end of the day. It was either number 2 or number 4, one of these like fiery bronze shades. I don't remember which one it was, and I paired it with this Revolution palette. So that glitter washed off at the end of the day, no problem, no issues. I didn't have any issues with creasing either. I only did like a spotlight, so I didn't bring it up too high, but I had no issues at all. And I used the Revolution palette. Now I don't want to talk too much about these palettes because I didn't use them too much yet, but I used the Revolution palette for that look and it was really pigmented. It blended no problem. I had no issue, and I used 3 or 4 of the shades, like these fiery tones. So I was enjoying that one. I'm excited for this one. But today, the shades that I used in Overthrown, as you saw, I wasn't too impressed with. I thought that the black was going to be really good, but after I laid it down and then tried to blend it out, it started blending to nothing. It started getting really patchy. The Taken shade, the gray shade, was really patchy on me. I don't know if it's me though, but like gray shadows just don't look good on me, but this one was just performing a little bit patchy. But Wreckage kind of saved the day. So shout out to Wreckage for saving the day today. I didn't try anything else though, so I don't want to go too deep into it. I'll keep playing with these palettes and give you guys like an update, maybe do an eye look. There's 2 other ones too that I have to play with, and we'll have some fun with that. So if you are new here and you just stumbled upon my face for the very first time and you want to get notified when I post new videos, which is at least 3 times a week, all beauty videos, and they all happen to be cruelty free too, then you can go down and hit that little red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post those videos, and you can be a part of our fan bam and you can come and have a good time and hang out. That is it for today. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to drop them down in the comment section and we'll get to talking. Thank you all so much for watching. Rhyme. And I hope that every single one of you out there have a great, friggin' awesome, glittery, fantastic day. Is it recording? Oh. Someone out there, how you doing? How are you doing? How you doing? What is up, you guys? Ashley's over here. She's over here talking in third person now. Ashley here with AHM Artistry, and that was weird. Hey you guys, how you all doing out there? I hope you're having a super good day. There are 8 glitter eyeshadow shades to choose from. Choose your shoes from. I'm having a hard time. Exhibitionist eyeshadows. They're glittery. They're cool. You're gonna like them. I promise. Oh. I'm not in the right headspace. Start off with the Overthrown palette. Glitter eyeshadows that just came out. Dropped it. Unprofessional. Some requests to do some looks